from that, just look at me, you know. An overweight, schlubby, middle-aged Jewish guy. The only power I get in this plane of existence is when I'm up here. So if you think I'm going to give that much of it to you, but before the show, the folks putting this on told me that a lot of people, when they were calling, asked if I was going to play this tune. So I decided to try and work my way around to doing it. So. The day breaks, your mind aches. Psych. I knew a man, Bojangles, he would dance with you. Worn out shoes, silver hair, a ragged shirt, and baggy pants. He'd do the old soft shoe. He jumped so high, he jumped so high. Then he'd lightly touch down. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, come on dance. Well, I met him in a cell down in New Orleans. I was down and out. He looked to me to be the eyes of age. As he spoke right out, he talked of life. He talked about his life. Laugh and slap us like a step. He said the name Bojangles, and then he danced a bit. Across the cell, he grabbed his pants for a better stance, and he jumped up high. He clicked his heels. He let go a laugh, he let go a laugh. Shook back his clothes all around him. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, come on dance. I'm singing this song thinking that my friend Mike, who's never heard me play before, must be really confused. I don't do a lot of covers, you know. Well, bully. But I have a lot tied up in this song. I was a studio guitar player in New York City, and I was on a lot of records, but that was before they started putting sidemen's names on records. The first time I ever really had my name on a record that sold anything. I had some that sold my name wasn't on, but it was when I was accompanying a guy named Jerry Jeff Walker who wrote this song. And it's a song about something that happened to him. You know, he was in the county, a parish jail in New Orleans. And a lot of people heard this song and thought it was about a man named Bill Robinson, who called himself Mr. Bojangles and invented a style of dancing called hoofing. But Bill Robinson was too dignified a man to ever be in a drunk tank, unlike Jerry Jeff, who was not really in the drunk tank doing a research project. And And he had a verse, he wrote a verse about how the guy had 3 wives that he lost. They all died. But he didn't really fall apart till his dog died. Fortunately, Jerry Jeff was smart enough not to sing that. And there's one word in here that is patently untrue, and that is where he says he danced for those at minstrel shows. The guy didn't dance in minstrel shows. He danced in medicine shows, but that had too many syllables. Does anybody here know what the medicine shows were?
Sure.
It was during Prohibition. These guys would cook up bathtub gin, call themselves doctors, put them in little bottles, claimed it would cure everything. And they'd have somebody gather a crowd, a guy dancing with a dog, or some of them had dancing girls, some of them had jugglers, you know, any crowd, and then they'd sell their stuff. As a matter of fact, I heard about one of these doctors who used to travel with some dancing girls, and after the show, these girls would mingle freely within the community. And he'd come back a few months later and he'd say, ladies, if you'd excuse us, I just want to talk to the men. This product is guaranteed to cure all social disease. That got cleaned up. Well, he danced for those at minstrel shows and county fairs. Throughout the South, he spoke with tears of 15 years how his dog and him traveled about. His dog up and died, you know, the dog up and died. 20 years he still breathes. He said, I dance now at every chance of honky-tonks, for drinks and tips, but most of the time I spend behind these county bars, 'cause I drink a bit. And then he shook his head, and as he shook his head, I heard someone ask, please. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, come on, dance. Knew a man, Bojangles, and he would dance for you.